A fine weekend ahead for much of Australia, but very, very wet for New South Wales. I'm Angus here at the Bureau. Let's check out your weekend forecast. We'll start with the national overview. Now, we have got this rain in New South Wales, but we're going to hone in on that a little bit more detail shortly. Elsewhere though, what can we pull out of this? Well, it's going to be fine for much of the rest of the country. A little bit of cloud in Hobart with some chilly conditions. Fine through Melbourne, fine and dry through Adelaide this weekend. They're hoping for a bit of rain in that part of the country. Much of Queensland, Northern Territory, Northern WA has fine weather. We do see this low down in the south of WA, bringing a few showers across the south coast, but nothing like the intensity of those severe thunderstorms across this part of the country on Thursday. Brisbane stuck somewhere in the middle, seeing some fine weather but some showery weather. In fact, let's zoom in across the southeast. Just reorient yourself, New South Wales here, and we'll play through this loop again. A broad band of rain through central parts of New South Wales, inland places as the weekend kicks off, but it's all moving eastwards, out towards that highly populated coastal strip of the state, arriving sometime during Saturday afternoon or early evening. That's when the rain will reach spots like Sydney, Wollongong, Newcastle, and once it arrives, it's going to stick around. A very wet night into Sunday morning, and then a very wet day on Sunday with persistent ongoing rain around this part of the country. A little further north, up in Brisbane and broadly across southeast Queensland, we don't see that same persistent ongoing rain, but certainly a showery day headed your way on Sunday. The wet conditions certainly hugging this east coast. How much rain are we talking for the weekend? Well, when we're looking at this map here, yellow is 10 millimetres, red is 50 millimetres. So across inland parts of New South Wales, quite broad regions of 50 millimetres plus with some thunderstorms through Saturday before it moves out towards the east. Up in Queensland, not seeing quite that much. Most places between 5 and 25 millimetres of rain this weekend, but the odd spot, if you look closely, could see 50 millimetres or more. The heaviest rainfall totals, we'll have to zoom in to see, actually hugging the east coast. The districts in particular, which could pick up some really serious rain Saturday night and Sunday. The Illawarra district here, including Wollongong, the Sydney area, the Hunter Coast and the mid-north coast could see up towards 100 millimetres of rain this weekend. Triple digits not out of the question, and if we do see triple digits, particularly in those cities, it can have some pretty major impacts. Areas of flooding, blocked drains, closed roads, big traffic. We could see all of that, especially on Sunday. Zooming out back to the national view to check out temperatures now. It's going to be a cool start to the weekend. Saturday morning minimums in the single digits for much of the south and the centre of the country. Just 6 degrees in Alice Springs. Cool in southern WA as well, but still seeing those nighttime temperatures in the 20s across the tropical north. And for Saturday afternoon, temperatures within a couple of degrees of average through most of the country. That's putting us in the high teens and low 20s across the south and the southeast. Mid-20s through all these yellow areas in the centre, and still in the 30s across the north. Another cool one on Sunday, most places 1 or 2 degrees warmer than Saturday morning, although Alice Springs drops down to 5. And another fairly mild day across much of the country on Sunday. Although remember, with all that rain along this coastline here, 20 degrees in Sydney, you add in the wind, the rain, it's going to feel more like 15 if you're spending time outdoors in New South Wales. So with the rain ahead, you can keep up to date with your forecast at the Bureau website and app, and you can follow us on social media as well. Thanks very much for watching.